Well, this guy has a nice hobby.
What is this?
Where's the shit where my arm used to be?
So you're awake.
Yeah, bruh. Well, you got some hairy
Looks
legs.
like death is not your fate. Just yet.
How you doing, bruh? The Shinobi Prosthetic, the artificial arm of a shinobi passed down by the Sculptor, a replica of a human arm fitted with a variety of mechanisms, apparently designed with modifications in mind. While it bears a number of cuts and is stained thick with blood and oil, it has been impeccably maintained.
What do you call yourself?
Woof.
Your eyes. The eyes of a wolf who has failed in his duties. Or so it seems to me.
That is not your concern.
Spoken like a true shinobi. I must carve the Buddha. You do what you will.
So what can you tell me about my left arm?
My left arm. What did you do to me?
That is what I call the shinobi prosthetic. A fitting fang for a one-armed wolf. Useless when it comes to carving Buddha, though. You can have it.
Thank you.
Shinobi prosthetic.
It is no mere replacement for your lost arm. Come to me if you find any shinobi tools.
Shinobi tools. I see. For this device.
You catch on quick.
Do I?
If you bring me shinobi tools, I'll find a way to fit them to the shinobi prosthetic. Then you'll come to appreciate its worth. I've said too much. Go now.
Why is that too much? How'd you get here?
Why am I here?
All I did was drag you here. Didn't even know if I was dragging a corpse. Couldn't let you get eaten by a pack of wild dogs.
How long was I asleep?
Some time has passed since I found you.
I see.
However, your master yet lives. He's being held prisoner in Ashina Castle. They will soon make use of his bloodline. Looking at you, I'm sure you appreciate the value it has.
What about my master's bloodline?
What did you mean when you said they'll make use of his bloodline?
I don't know much about him, except the dragon's heritage. There's a special kind of blood by that name, and that blood runs through your master's veins.
So the divine heir.
Someone's after him. Might be that the strange things happening to your body have something to do with that.
All right,
You're
thanks, dude.
quite the strange one, yet other peculiar visitors have come to this temple. There's one in the clearing to the right of the gate leading off the temple grounds. Two strangers in strange circumstances. You two might get along.
I do recall who he's talking about, so at least I thought I did. I thought he was right here. Another pellet! Yeah, this dude. So this guy can't die. So you can come over here and like practice combat against him. And you can beat him up as much as you want, and he just keeps coming.
Never seen you before. Your name?
Woof.
Won't tell me.
Woof.
But you do have the look of a skilled shinobi. A shinobi. Or perhaps... Sir, please heed my humble request. Face me in battle.
Okay. There you go, bud. Wow, we did not hold back. Bleh.
Damn. Still alive.
I guess I could have not spoiled that for you. I'm sorry. I forgot we fought him right away.
That swordsmanship. It was a thing to behold. Few have managed to kill me in such a thorough manner.
What are you?
Some call it Undying. Others, infested. I can't die, so I just am. How about you? What brings you to a rundown temple like this?
Woof.
Seems you have a lot on your mind. Say, why don't you use me for some sword practice? Might come in handy for whatever your mission is. A warm body that can't die might prove useful to you. I volunteer mine. Well?
Except,
Very well.
Right then. Let's go. They say swinging one sword is a cure for boredom.
so we could come in here and be like, hey, I want to learn how to attack
In that
better.
case, I stand.
And he'll be like, okay, bro, that sounds good. A shinobi aims to break an opponent's guard. So if we didn't quite catch on to that first mechanic of how to break posture, well, now we know how
Face
to
me
break
again.
posture. And we could just kind of keep doing this until we feel like we have the system down.
Face
And
me again.
obviously, this isn't the most complicated thing in the whole world, but sometimes these get hard.
A satisfying match.
All right, bud. Thank you.
Come back whenever you like. If you have techniques to try out, I'm at your disposal.
So when I played through the game originally, I didn't practice at all, and I think that was a mistake. This is an offering box. Items that become unavailable elsewhere end up in the offering box. When the box is illuminated, it means an item has found its way inside. Items can be obtained by inspecting the box and offering money. No fucking clue what that is. So this is what we sit down at. This is what we heal at. So if I go here and commune... The Sculptor's Idol. Sculptor's Idols serve as checkpoints and could be found throughout Ashina. Resting in a Sculptor's Idol will completely replenish vitality and restore one's use of resurrection. Additionally, quick items and spirit emblems in storage will be added to your current inventory. With some exceptions, resting will also revive dead enemies. It's a bonfire, dude. It's a bonfire. Cool. So, do I just head right out here? The grappling hook. A shinobi's prosthetic grappling hook allows access to normally unreachable places and a chance to take the high ground. Nearby grapple points are designated with a circular symbol. When the symbol turns green, the grappling point is within reach. So, we can't make it across that bridge, but we can jump up on this branch. Double jump and grab on the wall. And we're at a pretty high up area. We're on the outskirts of the temple. And there's a nice resting point right here for us. Now, I think I remember Sculptor's Idol travel. You can now instantly travel between the Sculptor's Idols that you've already communed with. So it allows us to teleport between bonfires. I think I remember this area, like, somewhat. Stealth death blows. Lock onto the enemy, jump, and then plunge. Whap! That's what I was trying to do in the first episodes. Acquiring enemy loot. Enemies drop loot such as items and money. Multiple enemies can be looted at once from some distance away. Items found in the world are different than loot, and they must be approached and picked up. Press and hold Y to acquire loot, and Y near the world item to pick it up. So, if we... Ceramic shard. I think that's for distracting enemies. I guess I could have read it, and that would have been a good idea. If we go up here... Oh, God, he just started... Hey! What did you throw? All right, you little shit. Now, what I was going to say is I think if we go over here, we can actually sneak up behind a few guys until I run off the cliff like that and completely fucking ruin it. That parry worked, though. So did that one. Yeah, we all right. We doing okay. This is why I was kind of like on the fence about like, how do we really feel about stealth? I guess there's different kinds of stealth too. Like, Are we the kind of player who's going to creep through bushes and try to kill people? Or are we going to try to set up in positions like this, or we can do death from aboves and kind of move around quickly? Because they're very different, right? Very different ways to play. There's a dude over here on the edge just kind of minding his own business. We should be able to sneak up on him, but someone's alerted that I'm here. I think they're just looking for me, though. Hey, bud! He turned around. Maybe I was too close. Maybe I was too close. I thought I still had a little bit of wiggle room there. So these items that they dropped, I have to walk over and pick up. But if they drop money on the ground, I can just hold down Y because of our keybinds and just suck that up, which is nice. Can I climb this building? Like, can I grab the ledge? Nice. Whoa, it's, whoa, whoa. Okay, not working out as well as I would have. There we go. So we can kind of use this as a lookout tower. Number one, to see where we need to go. That's where we came from. I guess I missed an item there. But see where we need to go. And scout out enemies for up here. So there's a few dogs on the ground. I guess I don't have any shinobi tools yet. There are some that help out in dealing with those dogs. Whoop! I always really enjoyed the starting area. I've run this place quite a lot in the time that we actually played the game. I just think there's something really satisfying about figuring out routes and moving around those guys. Unghost sugar candy made in the Sinpao Temple, sustaining Ungao's blessing, temporarily reduces vitality damage taken from physical attacks. Bite the candy and use the Ungao stance to impart its inhuman benediction. By doing so, you endure the excess karma of man from the spirits within. Shinpao monks spread this candy across Ashina in honor of her military heroes. So if we eat that, we take less physical damage. Now, one thing that I think is interesting about this game, which again I haven't spent a bunch of time. Sugar candy made of the Shinpao Temple, sustaining Akko's blessing, boosts attack power for a short time. Bite the candy and take on Akko's stance to impart an inhuman benediction. The spirits embody excess karma. One must bite down hard on the candy and endure what has been brought to pass. So that's an attack damage increase. One thing I think is really interesting is, at least at this stage of the game, and remember I haven't gotten very far. At this stage in the game, I don't know if you want to call them trash mobs. Super duper easy to kill. Not much thought needs to go into it at all. But they're still fun to take down. Like, I still think it's engaging to take them down. We're gonna fight some dogs now. If I can fucking hit them. Now, they can call for help, but I don't... Woo, we did get the parry. I was gonna say, I don't think we actually need to get the parry to be effective here. I think we could just hold down block and that would be okay. Another item on the ground. I do seem to remember there being something in that window. But there's another place to rest here. Now, if I don't rest, I can still travel back to this, right? I actually have no reason to rest. Resting would only revive enemies, and I don't really want that. The shuriken wheel, a mechanical device made by the mechanical genius Dogen, can be fit with the shinobi prosthetic to become a working prosthetic tool. While it's palm size, a surprising number of shuriken can fit into the shuriken wheel, as the edges were designed for stacking. A fine example of what can be achieved when one matches mechanical finesse with the shinobi's talent. So that was the prosthetic I was talking about. It's actually very good versus of the dogs. Shinobi tools can't be used on their own. By giving them to the sculptor, they can be fitted to the shinobi prosthetic. You can quickly return to the sculptor via the travel from the sculptor's idol or by using a homeward idol. I forgot about the homeward idols. Let me take that off my bar. So the homeward idol doesn't have a negative effect, right? A small palm-sized wooden Buddha can be used repeatedly, held by the wolf. Ever since he was saved by his father, its corners are rounded with use. This Buddha is used to return home and return the user to the last fitted sculptor's idol or the dilapidated temple. In Dark Souls, there were items that would... the homeward bone would send you back with all of your souls. But there was the dark sign, which would send you back. You could use it as much as you want, but you would drop all of your souls at the same time. This is our first hard enemy. I feel relatively okay trying to take him on. We've kind of beaten up everyone else. One thing we should be mindful of is, I believe, we can start in stealth. So, hopefully he doesn't see us. He doesn't so far. Oh, he's investigating. Oh, fuck, I stood up. Shit! He won't come up here, though, right? Yeah. Now that he's turned around. Come on! Some enemies are unguardable. Perilous attacks signified with a dangerous symbol. When these occur, watch carefully and look to perform a specific response. Left bumper as the thrust lands to deflect, except I can't, right? Before the sweep lands, jump. For grabs, jump or sprint out of their range, or B to dodge step. Well, so much for my secret attack. Oh, he's kicking me too. Wow, that really hurts my guard, bud. Good parries. I don't know what that attack was, but I interrupted it. So as long as we... Oh. I feel like we're getting really lucky with those interrupts there. Alright. Is he powering up, dude? I don't fucking want that. Woo! I think I need to jump on his head. I do remember that being a thing. Whoa, that looks bad. I'll get out of the way of that. Nope. All right, 1 health bar down. We'll go ahead and drink my gourd. Oh, the parries were not looking too shabby there. Good guard. So I actually need to hold my guard up to get some posture back. That's the attack. I can jump on their head and give them a lot of stagger, right? Hey, there we go, there we go! I'm going in for the kill. Mistakes were made. Whoa. Oh, shit! Safety roll. Stay down. After being knocked to the ground surely means death. Safety roll can be used to quickly recover from being knocked down. So he broke my posture there. And then grabbed me. And then threw me into the ground. And I fucking died. Oof. He was 1 attack away, dude.
Loyal wolf, take my blood and live again.
Oh, are we getting rezzed? We are. This fight's not over. The divine heir's blood grants the ability to return from the dead using the resurrect power. One charge is always restored by resting in the sculptor's idol. Killing enemies restores additional charges. Resurrection becomes unusable immediately after using it, but killing enemies will make it available again. So our Lord that we serve gave us the ability to come back from the dead. You can cycle through various quick items. Okay, I know that. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I'm not going to heal. Oh, there we go. Woo. Prayer beads. A loose prayer bead, offering 4 of them to the sculptor's idol will increase your maximum vitality and posture. Currently, the wolf has 1 bead in his possession. Gourd seeds, a seed from which healing waters continuously spring forth. Give to Emma to increase the maximum uses of the healing gourd. The twisted gourd of medicinal waters was known throughout Ashina since long ago, but it was the extraordinary healer Dogen and his pupil Emma who discovered the self-replenishing nature of the seeds. All right, we took a risk there, but it paid off. The resurrect certainly came in at a pretty good time, but we cut down our first enemy. I wouldn't say with ease, but our first mini-boss is down. Is there a healing area on the other side? I don't remember. But that guy does not respawn. So we can head back to our sculptor friend and have him fit on that shinobi tool. One cool thing is you can actually just skip that whole area I was just looking at. You can skip that area and just go this way, which is one thing I really liked about this game. The movement of the grappling hook plays so well. Like, it's so cool. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. We'll be back again soon with more Sekiro. Shadows Die Twice.